Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Stupid Player NegativeAE, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. We're right back where we left off, where we're going to show poems to everybody, and hope they like it. I don't think Yuri will like our poem, so we'll go to her next. We'll see what happens. Dots. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It may take Yuri a while to get used to new people. Oh. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into even writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Hold on, there's a train. Motherfucker, who drives the train right now? Nobody. But getting them to work together is the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which, itself, is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. Oh, the music changed. I like that. Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. What the fuck? I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. It's not terrible handwriting, it's just too nice. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. She's too smart for me. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose? Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tuba. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. I gotta read that last part, or paint a picture. Lingering in her past, or last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about it, or thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Yeah, there's no way. Just remember that it won't be too long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? I think Sayori will like my poem too. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Tuba. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than a lot of other people, you know? So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a tuba poem. Oh my god. And that makes it feel extra special. That's too cute. I can't. I'm dying from cuteness. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tuba. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. But then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined. Knowing this means so much to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yeah. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Aww. Kissing my forehead to help me get out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Sayori is cute too. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. That is a cute-ass pout, though. I cannot even lie. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Guess we're showing it to Monika now. Hi, Tuba. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new here and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway. Want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Tuba. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like it, Tuba. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. Kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? No. Maybe a long time ago? He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express the views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could be a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way that everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, okay, I thought I clicked off of it on accident. I wanted to read this. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. What the fuck is happening? A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Not smart enough to get that poem. So what do you think? Very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and then tidy it up for later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. A little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy? Thanks. Yours is cute? Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess? I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Tuba did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some of my suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect that to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Tuba liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? The music changed. That's not what you just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tuba appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tuba started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both... Oh, shit. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Tuba. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? I mean, you should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Tuba. Wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Tuba? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh no, I don't like this at all. Cause, okay, here's my dilemma. I like Natsuki. I understand her point that she's trying to make. I think I agree with Yuri more than I agree with Natsuki. So there's that. But I also like Sayori's kind of like the middleman, and I'm still in the beginning of the game, so I can choose who I want. If I really had to go with something, there's something to be said about loyalty, guys. I don't know. When you can help it, I want to be loyal to whoever I want to go with. But we're still early. Guys, I'm going with Natsuki. I don't think helping Sayori will do anything. I think if we go with Natsuki, we're pretty good. Yuri. You're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Ha! Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? She was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Good. I'm glad we chose Natsuki. That was a pretty good outcome. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. I'm too used to games like when you pick an option, it's like, fuck you, other person. This was a nice, calm approach to this. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. You don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like I need you to apologize for me, Tuba. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just saying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Tuba. And to be honest, it was a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Ah, so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, no, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So, you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Okay. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worthwhile, or worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Tuba, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I could do at least a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Tuba, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Tuba, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that to myself more than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Let's do this. Is it back to writing another poem? Alright, here we go. Poem number 2. Okay. So we have Natsuki. I don't think we're going for Yuri. Honestly, she's too smart. She's like, oh, but if you do this, it's like, cool. Yeah, sure. I know that Doki Doki is her, so we're gonna go ahead and go with the Doki Doki. It's hard to distinguish between her and her, because cute and like joyful is the same deal. To me. Melancholy would probably be her. Hey, she likes bigger words, right? Smaller words are probably... Oh shit, we double clicked. I didn't mean to do that, but we got a Natsuki and a Sayori, so that's fine. Skirt. Rainbow. We need to look for small words. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be another tie. Kiss. Okay. Lust sounds like it's a little bit more sugar. Good, good, good. Milk. Analysis. Cage. Nibble. Ooh, Nibble was her. Sing. Okay, that was Sayori. Twirl is her. Laugh is her. Oh my goodness. I know Joy is her. Okay, okay. Playground is her. Ribbon is her. Giggle is her. cute as her. Let's go party. We'll double up on Sayori because we show our poem to everybody. Okay, now this next one has to be Natsuki. Puppy, good. And we'll go with Kitty too. Good. No Yuri at all. So that's good. We're gonna avoid Yuri words. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Tuba. Yo, Sayori. Freaking, this is a relatable ass. I mean, not that I've gone to a literature club before, but like the things that people are saying, it's like, yo, what's going on? Or like fucking like, I will kill you. I say that shit. It looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. It's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It's just something in my book. Yuri, tell Tuba to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean it like that. I got too absorbed in my book. I like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution? That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But... you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the decks. Ow. What was... eh? A cookie. Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I played my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth it seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club after her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, and to be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. Must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn the piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better I will? Yay. That sounds so cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tuba. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Now don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out of Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure that Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki has disappeared into the closet. Hi, Natsuki. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. Pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out of my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hand, quickly turns it over, and presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know? Just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? Don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates from inside the closet. Eh? Up here inside, all of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around to clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste all that on the top shelf? Ah, Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki's being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. What? Losing her balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There. Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit in the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. Ah. It's a little dangerous, since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs into the chair and then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses to take my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. There we go. See, I could do it easily now. Grabs a stack of manga and then bends down to put it on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can... Oh my fucking god, dude. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Hey, Tuba. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Eh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me stand up. Slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Huh? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? Oh my god, I hate this. It's such a trope. It's like every time. I don't know if there's a single anime where it hasn't happened. Where you just... I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki. The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you. Full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight into my chest. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross! Gross! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki hoists herself up to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Is everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monika suddenly peers in. Monika, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. Seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monika. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monika says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. Huh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on that page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. She suddenly grieves up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Aww. Natsuki, are you? No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. Come, bring it in. I'll help get out the crease, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just... having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just... every day. It's so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help you cheer up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glassy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Huh? Sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and then stifles another sob. Or stifles. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. And then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding volume 1 set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. Think about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Now, I'm curious, because that was all, like, without the poem reading, right? So is the game just naturally pushing me towards Natsuki? Is this like a psychological thing where I go and I'm taking the bait? And like it's actually like Sayori or somebody that, I don't know. You would think that some people would go after Sayori, right? Because of how nice she is? I don't know. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of the subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties in together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? I told you. Yeah. I returned to... Dude, frickin'. Let's go. Me and her. Let's do it. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, let's go to Natsuki first. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me and then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good, it's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are meant to impress you, not the other way around. You trying to impress me? What? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me. Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Tuba. Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that... My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean... Not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Tuba? Cheating? Me? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Hmm? But Tuba wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share it with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. Apparently, she forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Tuba is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this. You insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki. I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? I guess Tuba is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's gonna like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. Okay. Alright. We need to stop reading. I'm losing track of time. Let's read this and then we'll go ahead and end it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. And that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite song. And every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. That she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad, and Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross, and that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends, and I always see her talking to people, but she probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies, and it doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. And the world is better off without spider lovers. Amen. No, just joking. No, if you like spiders, that's cool. I just don't like them myself. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm losing track of time. I don't know how. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Lots of roguelike and visual novel stuff on the channel if you're interested. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode, whatever it may be. Peace out, you guys.